Welcome back, America. I'm Hugh Hewitt. One of our great sponsors, the American Legislative Exchange Council. Lee Schalk is here. He's the Senior Vice President for Policy at ALEC, alec.org/Hugh. Lee, are you going to be down in Fort Worth on December 2nd and 3rd when I am there? In fact, if people want to go who are listening right now, Dallas, Fort Worth, they can go over to alec.org/Hugh and buy a ticket for that. Are you going to be in Dallas with us?
Absolutely, Hugh. I wouldn't miss it. And we can't wait to have you back with us. We love when you do those live broadcasts.
I'm hoping we get an audience there. I hope everyone goes over. It's fun to see 1,000 state legislators whipping it up over stuff like election security. I hope we get some people from Maine because I want to talk to them about the ballots in the box issue. Why don't you explain to them what Amazon found in their happy delivery box?
Yeah, well, a lot of people are paying attention to the Democratic Senate primary race in Maine with Governor Mills and crazy Graham Plattner. But this story really caught our attention. It hasn't gotten as much attention nationwide. And that is that a woman in Newburgh, Maine, opened up her Amazon package. She was expecting to receive some rice, some paper plates, a toy lightsaber, but she also found 250 ballots for the Maine election, which included question one on whether or not Maine should require voter ID. Just an incredible
Yeah.
find. And thank goodness she reported it.
Yeah, I think that the instructions must be whenever anyone orders a lightsaber, put in 250 ballots, and hopefully they'll mark. Now, we want question one to pass, but ALEC is really pushing election security with model legislation. Am I correct about that?
That's right. That's one of our big priorities this year at ALEC. And if you think about question one in Maine, look, Maine is one of 14 states that does not require voter ID, 14 states in the District of Columbia. And back in May, the Democratic chairman sent out a text and said, if this passes, we expect to have 13,000 fewer votes in our favor. Now, he never explained who those people are, whether those people are real. But the bottom line is this was extremely concerning to see these ballots show up. And at ALEC, we're all about developing solutions. I think when it comes to voter ID, if you're voting in person, you need to show it. If you're requesting an absentee ballot, you need to show ID at the request and when you return the ballot.
It's not really that hard. I voted in Virginia this week, early voting. You just show them your driver's license and you go. Lee, let's turn to my friend, Senator Rucker over in West Virginia. She got the school freedom movement going, the school choice movement going with the Hope Scholarships. Why is the West Virginia State Board of Education president talking trash about the Hope Scholarships?
It's been a bit of a smear campaign from the West Virginia State Board of Education and their president. And of course, as you mentioned, our good friend, Senator Patricia Rucker. She's the ALEC National Chair for us this year in 2025. She started this nationwide universal school choice revolution that has spread from West Virginia in 2021 to 16 other states. Now we have 22 million kids, about 40% of K to 12 students nationwide that can take advantage of these programs. But the criticism in West Virginia, I think, comes from some of the competition that public schools are facing. And so the criticism that's leveled is that this is taking money away from public schools and that ALEC is anti-public school. And both of those claims couldn't be further from the truth. This funding comes out of the dollars that are allocated for public school students. They spend over $16,000 per public school student. This scholarship awards just over $5,000 a student. So it's actually not costing the state any more money.
I don't know if Senator Rucker likes to sit in with me every single time I broadcast from ALEC, but I hope you can dragoon her again because she's a great radio guest when we're broadcasting from the ALEC conference in Fort Worth, December 2nd and 3rd. And again, if you guys want to go and see legislators talking seriously substantive policy and having a good time, go to alec.org/Hugh. Finally, I want to ask you, Lee, about the ALEC Health Policy Academy. What is that? I know it's in North Carolina, Nashville. What are they trying to do?
Yeah, it's part of our ongoing efforts to educate lawmakers, share policy solutions. And that's right, our team is down in North Carolina this week. It's very timely. One of the topics they're hitting on is hospital price transparency. And just this week in Oklahoma, there was a press conference highlighting the best in the nation price transparency law. passed by ALEC member State Chair Mark LePack in the Oklahoma House as a sponsor. This is based on ALEC model policy, and it's going to really make Oklahoma a national leader, add some consumer protections, make sure that patients know how much everything costs before they go into surgery.
I am hopeful that that spreads, just like school choice spreads, just like election security spreads. Find out all about it at alec.org/u. And if you want to join us in Fort Worth, December 2nd and 3rd, tickets are available at alec.org/u. Lee Schalk, thank you. I'll be right back. America, stay tuned.
Portions of the Hugh Hewitt Show are sponsored in part by the American Legislative Exchange Council.